So, show of hands. Who in here is a mother? Grandmother? All right, keep those hands up, keep those hands up. All right, and here's what I want you to do. I want everybody to take a look around. See those hands that are up? Now, find your closest mother and give her a really big hug. She does a lot. She deserves it. Give her a hug. All right, everybody feeling loved? Good, good. All right. So, everybody get the description that was just said right here in verses 26 through 31. That description right there. I want to read it to you again. And as I do that, I want you to get into your mind, I want you to think of a great mother. Think it could be your mother, it could be your grandmother, it could be someone else's mother, I don't know. Think of a great mother, and I want you to think of her characteristics. There we go, I'll read it to you again. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household, and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting. But a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her the reward she has earned, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. Now, the person that you had in mind, the mother that you had in mind, were those her characteristics? Is that who she was? I know for the one that I pictured, definitely, absolutely, all the way. I bet yours was too. The person that I thought of was absolutely my mom. I love my mom to death. But she is something else. Whew. She's out of her mind. As you can tell from what she brought up, as you can tell from what she brought up, she's a little out of her mind. She's about 4 foot nothing. And she is hard-headed as all get out. We can't stand to be in the same room for more than 5 minutes. And I don't mean that because she's crazy. But I say that because our minds are so much alike. We're both crazy. And we just clash. But that's all right. Because I love her. I love her dearly. I know that she loves me. When I think of my mom, and I think of this verse specifically, I think of everything that she's done for me. Everything she's done for me, and everything that she's done for others. My mom is a wonderful woman, and she is the woman in chapters 31 here, verse 26 through 31. She's an enormous heart for others and for helping people. My parents were foster parents, and the foster children in Steveville, Texas. There's a little thank you poster from them actually outside the doors right here in the foyer area. Divider wall. There's actually a poster there. Thought that was really cool. Y'all support that foster home. I grew up there. About half my life was spent there. So I got to see my parents in different aspects of their life, working alongside all these kids. And they did it the best way they knew how. They helped out kids that nobody else wanted to take the time to look at and thought they had no hope. That's me, by the way. In case y'all wondered, I went through a rebellious phase. But they took these kids and they molded their minds, molded their hearts, their spirits, and shaped them. And Proverbs 22 and verse 6, flip over there, it talks about if you start your kids up in the way that they should, or you start your kid up in the way that he should go, and when he's old, he will not turn from it. That's the best way they knew how to do it. A great life in the world is with a great foundation, and that is in Christ. And they knew that. That's where they started. And so they helped these kids, and I could watch them. I could see them, the love and the care that was poured out into each one of these kids. And while I was there, I quickly learned a few things of this foster home. When you live in a house full of boys, mischief happens. It just pops out of nowhere. My rebellious phase. I learned this pretty quick. My mom has better skills than CSI. She knew what you had done. She knew who your accomplice was. And she knew where you were hiding the evidence. And you were bound to be caught. And you were going to be upset. You weren't getting away with nothing. But she actually taught me some important things, really important things, like baseball. The baseball field out there, my mom taught me a lot of things. She taught me how to be faithful. She taught me how to be loving. She taught me how to give. Give until it hurts, and then give a little bit more. Actually, do a lot more. Our mothers, they sacrifice so much every single day. They sacrifice for us, for our kids, for their kids. They care and comfort for their kids, even when it's not easy for them. Those times when they're just having a really bad day, they open up their arms. They tell their kids, come on, bring it on. I want to help you. I want to take care of you. I want to show you that love. They will give anything to love and protect their children from harm. From the time that they are born till forever. They never stop. Mom's love and faithfulness for her kids never ends. To them, their children, their child will always be their child. Every time I come to my mom, she's like, how's my baby doing? It happens every time. And my dad's the same way with his mom. When a child hurts, how do moms feel? They hurt. You can see it in their face and just in the way that they move about. They just want to pick up their kid and squeeze them so tight. Tell them everything's going to be okay. And when their kid is happy, you can see a mom glow. When mom's happy, she is tenfold happy. Whatever that kid is. Have you ever thought about Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 23? Chapter 3, verse 22 through 23. There we go. You know the song, Steadfast Love of the Lord? Steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. And that song? That's where it comes from. It's from Lamentations right there. And our mothers, they demonstrate that beautifully. Their steadfast love. There's a book, Love You Forever. You know that book? It's a story about a mom and her boy. And from the time he is small, she picks him up. She rocks him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And she sings him a little song. Says, I love you forever, I love you for always. My baby will be. And that is a great example of their steadfast love. It just continues forever. And this, the love and care, faithfulness that God has is so immense, so outpouring, that it shines, it flows through our mothers and everything that they do. And that is a good description of it. It's just absolutely crazy to think that if God can create something with such a ferocious love, and we are made in his own image, how much greater is the love that he has? I just said it. It's outpouring. A mother's love is as close to his perfect love on this earth that we will ever see. It's just overpowering. You've heard the stories about moms picking up cars to save their kids. That's great. That's love. That's strength. Their love for us is greater than we can ever imagine. And so is their faith. Hebrews 11, chapter 1. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Tells us exactly what faith is. Faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. Mothers have that faith in us because they have no clue what's going to happen. No clue where we're going in life. I think my mom did, though. She's always told me how to be a youth minister. Here I am. And they have no idea where we're going to go in life. We could be working at NASA, we could be an engineer, we could be doing whatever. But they have no idea. They just do whatever they can, sacrifice whatever they can to give us a good start. If you flip over to Romans chapter 5, verse 8, I'll get it right. This is my dad's favorite verse. And it says, but God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. There's also another verse just like this. And we learned it as a child. John 3:16. What's John 3:16 say? Good say. Exactly. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. That shows that love for us, that it's never ending. He came to this world, became a man, and died in our stead, so we might be with him always. John 15, verse 13 says, something. 15, verse 13. Verse 13, greater love has no one than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Jesus did that for us. In those verses that we just talked about, Jesus came a man, died for us. That love, to be able to lay down your life, to put them before yourself, even your own life, that means a lot. There's no doubt in my mind that my mom would sacrifice whatever to help me, to save me, to protect me, to love me, whatever. There's I heard recently that interesting fact about elephants. The mother elephant, that if anything happens to her baby, if it's hurt and it dies, the mother can die of a broken heart. That blew me away. I didn't know that before. That just shows how much love that God has put into mothers, into the beauty of creation into a mother. God's love, faithfulness, and compassion is overflowing through all mothers, always. Anything. We thank you very much. We're going to extend an invitation